Bang! Late adopter. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to Bitcoin Daily every single day, 9 a.m. Central European time on the dollar. We do this Bitcoin Daily because we gotta know what's happening with altcoins. How's everybody doing in the chat? Salim is here, who more is here? Let's see who is in chat. Salim, Hobbyist, Batch, and Martin. Yeah, those are the guys. Those are the guys. How's everybody doing? Good day. What's up? What's happening? It's not much. You know, failed to break out. That's the title of the video. Failed to break out. You know, we went up here. We failed that. Right now, a little bit down. We're still keeping the support on 50 moving average. You know, a little bit shaky. You know, up down. Not quite sure what's gonna happen. Dutch Ring Racing is here as well. When Dutch Ring Racing, you know, he had, you know, if Dutch Ring Racing is in the chat and is following the Bitcoin, it means that, you know, something, you know, there is a little bit bullishness going on. So that's good. Good morning to the late seller as well, Mighty Ape Fish. Guys. Moon time. Yeah, on the 4th, today is the 2nd of December, but on the 4th of December, we got a new moon, a dump moon coming in, a big moon, a big event on the 4th of December. So, you know, there's that. This was 20th. This was actually 10th. Let me see here. So, what are we gonna start with? I'm gonna start with stock markets or something like that. Good morning. So the dump moon, I'm not quite sure how it's gonna, you know, affect the markets, but you know, it does not look that juicy though. It does not look moon time chat. So we can start by hitting the like button, and then we can start with the markets. So let's go to the daily time frame. This is the Dow Jones futures right now, and futures are a little bit up from the bottom down here. Still cannot get above this 200 moving average on the daily time frame. Now the daily time frame did break the 200 moving average on the downside, still not above the 200 moving average. So technically it does not look that good right now for the futures. The same goes for S&P 500. S&P 500 went below the 50 moving average. Right now trying to get back above the 50 moving average, but it's still below the 50 moving average. And you know, 50 moving average is not you know, kind of line that you want to be below. Down here we had some kind of dump, you know, but we did recover very good times, but right now we are dumping again. So stock market still in some kind of downtrend, the way I see it. Let's see here, so let's see some other markets right now on this list up here. Very nice. You can see that Japan is minus 0.6, Shanghai or Hang Seng, China is 0.3 up. Moscow and Norway are down minus 0.8 and minus 1%. The other ones are not open yet. The US is not open yet, but US futures are open. So right now the markets are still going towards downside. I do still think that this is going to continue on downside, you know, but it might do something like you know this on downside, not like something like this on downside. So how this, you know, whether this is gonna go something like this, oh, you know, very fast towards downside up here. I don't actually know how this is actually gonna play out, but you know, it is going down. I think it is going down. I think this was the top on the on the stock markets right now, and we'll see how this plays out. Bitcoin, how is Bitcoin doing, guys? How's Bitcoin doing? Let's go to some kind of clear chart up here. What are you gonna see here on the daily time frame, where we are above 10 moving average, and yesterday we managed to close above 10 moving average as well. So here we got back above 10 moving average, held it above 10 moving average, went down to 10 moving average, held it above 10 moving average. Right now, you know, climbing back above the 10 moving average. This candle up here is really not that interesting, because you know it's still 15 hours left, so this can always dump on the downside. So it's not something that we actually look at. The fact that this can close above 10 moving average, this is the best you can get out of daily candle. So we gotta go down in time frame, and you see here on the 4-hourly time frame that ever since we tried yesterday to break out, we dumped back down. We managed to hold above 10 moving average, but then closed below 10 and 20 moving average, then had a big dump during the night after the daily close, and right now below the 50 moving average. Now this 50 moving average was really important not to break. We broke that on the downside, closed there, and right now we're trying to recover from that. So we did recover towards the upside, so this 50 moving average technically is still holding, it is still acting as a support, and we'll see if we can manage to get some kind of moves towards the upside right now, but the fact that we have been down here, it's not that good, but the fact that we are holding it is good. So we are still holding the 50 moving average on the 4-hourly time frame. On the 1-hourly time frame, we are getting rejected by this 10 moving average here 2 times up here. Beside that, there is not much going on. We're trying to climb a little bit up here, so yeah, not much going on the 1-hourly time frame. Still a little bit unsure where this is gonna go. Still looks good. Macro perspective does look good. Like if you just look at a price action and stuff like that over here and what's happening right now, it still looks fine, even though we didn't. It should be somewhere down here perhaps. Yeah, let's use this. Wow, this is a nice line. This actually didn't ever break out. Tap. So although we went up there with this line was a little bit different, man. This line was a little bit different. Why is there about? We have been watching this line forever, give or take. I think this is the reason why we have been a little bit shaky up here. So everybody thought we are gonna break out up here. We did not break out up here. It was starting looking very nicely above this line, because this line is it is a nice line. And then we started going up here, got rejected here, right back down again over here below certain support levels on the downside. We had both this support level down here and the 50 moving average on the 4-hourly. You can see both of these lines are corresponding really nicely down here. Now we went all the way back down there from the resistance towards the bottom down here, but we are still keeping the bottom, so technically not actually that much to worry about. But now that we are on the 4-hourly and I'm looking at this line, there is definitely this line over here is definitely a nice line. Maybe some kind of nice line. Maybe that's why we got rejected up here. So we're gonna keep on watching this line as well. But yeah, when you're just looking, let's go to the daily time frame up here. Of course, we got the trend line up here. You can draw it like this up here. Some kind of trend line up here. We got this trend line that also got, of course, rejected with 3 big wicks on the upside, and we are still in some kind of downtrend over here. So it's gonna be good times once we break the downtrend, but we still haven't broken the downtrend. Now the fact that we are holding up here at the very top up here at the resistance, it is still bullish, and we are not actually dropping down any big time towards downside. We are still above the 10 moving average up here. For this is the 4th day now. This candle doesn't matter. 3 days above the 10 moving average, so it's only a matter of time before we actually break to the upside, if we are gonna break to the upside. Now the bad times is gonna come if we go back down below the 50 moving average here again. So we don't want to close again on below the 50 moving average and lose the 50 moving average down here, because if you zoom a little bit out up here, if you zoom a little bit out and you look at the 50 moving average, you'll see that 50 moving average not actually that important. I mean, it's kind of zigzag here, but you can see here down here, I mean, some kind of uptrend, you are above that. Here we just zigzagged above it, but up here was actually holding it. Down here was using it as resistance. Right now here is using a support. Down here it was also like you see bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish. So maybe below it it's buy opportunity, but above it is sell opportunity. So right now maybe sell opportunity. There's other ways to look at this right now. But yeah, not much is happening right now. It looks like it wants to try. This is the weekly time frame. Here, the bad thing about the weekly time frame is we are below this 10 moving average. We are not getting back above it. I would like to get back above 59,000 right now, maybe even higher than that, because then we are above the 10 moving average. but this, you know, this closed below the 10 moving average. Right now we're staying below it, so we got still like something like, what's today, Thursday today, so we got still like 4 days left to, you know, get back up above the 10 moving average, but we are still not there. You can see also here, this is the CME futures, Bitcoin CME futures. We went below 10 moving average, we are still not above it, and this chart over here only has 2 more days, Thursday and Friday, to get above the 10 moving average if we are, you know, continuing going towards the upside. Because closing below the 10 moving average is not actually a good sign, so we don't want to do that, so that's a no-no. Yeah, so not much is happening right now. Let's see up here. The most important thing that I'm looking at right now, it's the 4-hourly chart up here and the 50 moving average. Like everything else is really not that exciting. So it's only about, you know, will this actually can go below what's that, 56.5 or something like that, close again down here in the next 4 hours or not. What you gonna do? Bears will get wrecked soon, same as bulls when they start getting too greedy. The reversal will hit here. Maybe the reversal is already here. Usually agree volumes are terrible as usual, but bulls not stepping in yet. Yeah, bulls are not stepping in yet. I mean, they haven't been stepping in since yesterday. The volume up here, it's very hard to read. It's just going kind of sideways. Let's see the daily volume. The volume is kind of hard to read. This on Coinbase, Bitstamp, Bitfinex, Binance. Let's see weekly volume. Well, technically the weekly volume is going down, so maybe we are going into some kind of, you know, some kind of bottom down here before we actually blast through. This volume up here is going down. Over here. So maybe that's the thing. Maybe it's good that, you know, weekly volume is going down. Weekly strong trend line starting March 9th. We're about to hit it. I wouldn't say start 9, I would say start up here somewhere, maybe something like this. This is more legit than the other line, but even this one is not golfing. Yeah, it should be this one. Maybe. What about the moon of the 4th? Yeah, what about the moon? It's a dumpy moon. Tell a reason you don't use log chart. I find them extremely useful. I do use log chart. What's wrong with you, man? We do use log charts always, every single time. Use multiple charts from different exchanges to check the volume, or is there another reason? Well, when you're looking at volume, oftentimes you just look where the big volume. But yeah, the volume can be a little bit different on different exchanges. So, you know, but you know, Binance is usually a pretty correct one. But, you know, yeah, just check every single one, and you know, if they correspond nicely, you know, it's probably the same. But yeah, the volume can be a little bit different on different exchanges. See how here goes up and down. This is on Binance. This is on Bitfinex, I think. Yeah, Bitfinex, lower volume. It looks like it's lower volume. See here how it goes all the way down. This is on Bitstamp, but up here it goes down, but it's, I don't know. So this is on Qcoin. You can see here. Here's the difference. This is on Binance. Binance is actually going towards downside. On Qcoin is actually going towards the upside. So it does actually, you know, matter which exchange you look at, and you know what you, when it comes to volume. Adopt. There are so many meme coins now, and everyone of them is getting into $1 billion valuation. You think the meme coin will end up as a .com bubble? Of course. Like, what do you think was gonna happen? Adoption? People are gonna start using meme coins to buy stuff? Come on. Ooh, man. The blue line is the top of the wedge. It's up here. This is a 12-hour chart. 12-hour chart. Let's see here a second up here. Let's move some lines on the downside. So this is a downtrend. So downtrend is, you know, technically broken. Then we got falling wedge, of course, but we got also the blue line. The blue line. The blue line is top of the wedge. But if the green wedge is valid, then we already broke out. With breakout of green wedge is that there is no continuation, so we are assuming it's bad wedge. One day meme coins will be like crypto history. People will buy all of them just to have an artifact. Yeah, but they will be buying for $0.0000001 per 50 billion of them. You know, it won't be like, you know, you're not, you know, yeah, they will still be around maybe, but you know, and you might be buying them as artifacts, but you know, you cannot actually show them to people. You can just show them like your wallet and see, I have these coins. Like Uni pumped because it got listed on Polygon. Where is Uni? Wasn't Uni a bad coin? Uniswap. Well, technically it did pump a little bit, but it still looks, you know, bad. It's back inside this, you know, triangle up here. It did pump a little bit, you know, so there's that. But I wouldn't say it's any kind of major pump. It's not any kind of major pump. Not the way I see it. Let's see on here. 1 hour. Too many lines. I get this. Too many lines. But right now, we're gonna go to this chart up here. Still 39 minutes. Let's see 30 minutes up here. It looks nice. It looks nice. I mean, here right now, coming up here. You can break this on the 30-minute chart up here. What's that line up here? If you can get above this one in the next 10 minutes, I think you just might start, you know, a little pump towards the upside. Maybe, which will actually push the alts towards the upside. Empire should pump next week. Gets listed on the 7th on the main exchange. Haven't had 3 weeks in a row for a while. 3 weeks in a row. Yeah, this is 3 weeks in a row. 1, 2, 3. So this is why people are bearish a little bit. You know, this 1 week, 1 week, 1 week, 1 week, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. Even during this big dump down here, we had 2 weeks, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. So this is the longest, you know, we've been having, you know, these red weeks right now. Definitely. Look down here, 2, 1, 1, one. You gotta go all the way back here to the start of the bull market where you had 4 weeks, you know, and this was like slow, you know, slow moves towards downside. So this is definitely some, you know, big moment history, you know, big history moment for the books right now. Over here, you know, definitely 3 weeks in a row haven't happened in a very long time. So if you get this will be first time in a long time you're getting 3 weeks in a row in red. Yeah, which might be the reason why people are really discouraged by this right now, because 1, 2, 3 weeks, like, you know, there is no relief rally, you know, there's no pump. Oh man, I don't know. I slept well. I'm just, you know, not in the mood. I don't know why. Can you check out XRP? Sure. Let's look at some other coins because Bitcoin is not that, you know, wonderful right now. XRP weekly below 10 and 20 moving average. We all know that. On the daily, it is just barely holding above the 200 moving average, but it's getting squeezed by the 10 moving average. It cannot get it back above it. You know, see here. So there's definitely some kind of a trend line going on over here. Maybe I should do something like this up here, give or take. It's gonna be 10 moving average. So it cannot. It doesn't seem that it can get back above the 10 moving average right now. 20 moving average is even further away. It's getting rejected by that, so it's still not showing promised land yet. This seems to be broken. Yeah, this right now it's back below 10 and 20 moving average, even on the 4-hourly time frame. Let's see up here. Should be something down here. Yeah, so maybe the downtrend is broken right now. As long as it doesn't break all the way down here, it's not that bad. I don't have the big lines up here. I don't have the big lines. Let's see weekly down from up here. You know what, guys? I'm so not in the mood for this right now. You know, on big time frames, it's no, we gotta use this one. Something like this, give or take. Yo, sup, man? Yo's Beaky, long time no see. Long time no see. Okay, guys, you know what? I'm gonna end it there. It's Bitcoin is not actually doing much. I'm hoping it will, you know, pump for whatever reason above certain levels up here. Especially this 50 moving average on the 4-hourly time frame is, you know, the most exciting thing that's happening right now. As long as we keep above the yellow line, the 50 moving average, I think we are doing nicely. If we can get back above the 10 and 20 moving average on the 4-hour up here, this is the best case scenario right now. If we can get that, there is a really nice chance for continuation towards the upside. But we'll see right now, because right now we are going to this resistance up here. If we get rejected by that and turn into a red or something like that, it might be quite bad for the price. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna stop it there because, you know, I'm just not in the mood. I'm just not in the mood. I don't know why. You know, some days, you know, you wake up and you're just not in the mood. Anyways, guys, that's it for today. You know, come back tomorrow, same time, same place, 9 AM Central European time, so we see what's happening. I'm gonna go Christmas shopping. Have you stopped doing Ether? No, not really, but you know, Ether is also fell down, holding this 20 moving average here on the 4-hourly. You know, it kind of broke down up here, or you know, had a rejection up here. It's going towards the upside. So I'm gonna see. Anyways, I'm done.